Had to turn the sound on. Good morning, everybody. So, pretty good day yesterday. Had four appointments. Let me take a look at my numbers. Three buys, one sell. Uh, my attempts are not where they need to be, but the way I judge my numbers is always in this order: my appointments, my conversations, and then my attempts. So my attempts are the last thing I look at. If my attempts were this way and I had no appointments yesterday, then I'd be mad at myself. But they're not. So I mean, we're at 22 for the month so far. That's including my one I just booked this morning, and so we're on to a good pace. We're over 1/6 of the way there. It's March 5th, so we're doing good. I want to talk to you guys about two things today. I had a good coaching call this morning with a guy I've been coaching with for about 40 years now, and we had a conversation about mastery. And mastery, we always say, Eric and Robbie and I always say mastery is boring, which it is. Mastery is very, very boring. But the other thing that we talked about this morning was mastery has no end, meaning just because you get really good at something and master it doesn't mean you stop doing it. Doesn't mean it ends. You don't see a great golfer like Jack Nicklaus stop golfing when he wins the Masters, right? So you have to keep going and you have to keep doing the things that you're good at that you've mastered. And that was kind of a little bit of a wake up call for me this morning because, I've always been working towards coaching or working towards getting out of production. And it was kind of one of those realizations of, even if I am coaching, I probably will still do this because one, I am a master at it and I'm enjoying it. And the second thing I want to talk to you guys about today is basically uh, about your database. So we just changed systems. A lot of you guys have heard us talk about this. We moved from one system to the other. In the old system, we would just trash a lead if we had talked with them and then they're no longer interested, things like that. So in that system, it was fine. However, the problems come when you move to the next system. So we had transferred all that data over. And when we did that transfer, basically, if something was trashed and it was in a pipeline stage of, let's say, active or a pipeline stage of contacted or appointment set, it would get moved over, it would get untrashed, and then it would be in that appointment set stage again. So that doesn't sound like a big issue, right? We have 54,000 records. So when I look at my pipeline right now, I'm seeing that I have 6 years worth of things in my pipeline. So for instance, I have 2,500, no, actually 3,500 season Ds. Those aren't real season Ds. It's because I didn't keep my system clean in the first place before we transferred things that everything got screwed up. So now I had to go back through yesterday, spent about 3 hours doing it, going back through, cleaning up my pipeline. So we talk about slowing down to speed up. Really, that's all I did yesterday was I would snipe things that came in, did a couple of follow-ups, did the ones that I needed to do, got my appointments, and then I cleaned up things so for the rest of this month, I can move fast. I can do mass attempts. I can put stuff into structurally. I can really leverage the systems that I have in order to be successful. And that way, really just moving forward on a lot of that things. But I had to clean it up first. So if you're in a system now, my message to you is to keep your system clean now, because just because it's clean now doesn't mean that it's going to be clean when you move it over. So come up with something that is universal, whether that's taking tags off. So before, if I had a gym appointment on it, and it was trash lead, I should have taken that tag off. I should have put it in back to the pipeline stage of, archived or trash, things like that. So it would have transferred better. And so that's what I would do if you guys have very large databases, is make sure you're keeping that data clean. Because especially in real estate, I see people change CRMs 6 months, a year, 2 years. We got lucky. We only changed in 2014 and then now. So it's not too many times, but I mean, if you're transferring once a year, twice a year, you need to keep your stuff clean or you're going to lose track of it. And then you're not going to know where to start and you're not going to be as successful. So, hope those tips are helpful for you. We will talk tomorrow and good luck today.